Right, welcome back to another Grumpy Aging Gamer PSVR video. Right. God, it's hot as a fucking hell. Right, welcome back to another Grumpy Aging Gamer PSVR video playing Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider in VR. So this is my wife's game. If excuse me, it's so hot. I've just took a break to cook up a chili, and I'm boiling hot. It's about 100 degrees in Southampton, and the kitchen's boiling hot, so I'm steaming up. Bear with me. I might have to do the whole intro again. Can't see a thing. Right, welcome back to another Grumpy Aging Gamer PSVR video playing Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Croft Manor. I had a bit of trouble because this is my wife's game. I've never played it before, to my shame, but went in thinking I could just go straight to the VR, but you've got to complete like 3 or 4 levels before you can get in there. So I've done that. VR mode on. No, fucking hell. I have to start the whole thing again. Oh, what a bellend. I'm sweating. Ah. I don't think I can play for long. It's really steaming up.
Final note.
Alright, let's start again. Break. Right, here we go. Right, welcome back to another video from the Grumpy Aging Gamer PSVR playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. I went to play this earlier, but didn't realise, having not ever played Tomb Raider before, or not played this Tomb Raider before, because it's my wife's game. My wife's like the big, massive Tomb Raider fan. You can't just go straight into the VR. You've got to complete the first 3 or 4 levels first, which was a little annoying. Not annoying because the game's bad, the game's brilliant. But I just wanted to crack on with the VR. So let's get on with it. VR mode on. New story, Blood Ties. You've chosen to overwrite previous game. Are you sure? Yes, because I accidentally clicked start. Not in VR mode. All the features are available. Teleport. Menu player. I'm sat down. Do you think that would be a problem? Or free mode? How do I select free mode? Free mode will come available after trying comfort mode. Okay. I'm a seasoned VR player. Yeah. Boiling hot on my headset, steamed up. Big cinema screen there. Important clues.
Final notice to Lara Croft, current
little bit
tenant
blurry.
of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared, and given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
Atlas is a bit of a
There
prick.
has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor, somewhere. Dad's safe. Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
Why do you pick it up backwards? No, I've got the control turned all the way around so it's facing me. Okay. I'm not a fan of teleporting. But it looks okay. Like the game.
Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library. My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing. That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
The treasure of the ancients.
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond. And she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
That's a bit of shoddy streaming, isn't it? I've had to put the fan on, it's so fucking hot. I'll edit this bit, obviously. Right, so I wonder if she...
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start.
Outside. Blustery. Hey Horga. How's it going? Have you played this before? My first time. I think what I might do is turn off the comfort mode. Yeah, it's my first time playing it. Oh, that's better. I just wander now. Oh, it's a lot better.
A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the colour was nice.
I'm not a fan of teleporting.
This is probably my grandfather Benjamin.
Slow walking. I wonder if you can change the let's just do that. Let me see if you can change the there you go. It's a bit better.
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. I see but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me.
No.
I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life
Just use a
she imagined for
microfiber
me.
brush.
My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did. Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
Yeah, best not to put any chemicals. I'm pretty sure it says don't put any chemicals on it. So I need to go to the library. Let's see if we can make it move in faster. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I guess for some people, this might make some people feel unwell.
The door to the library.
Locked.
There's got to be another way through.
Some documents relics found throughout the manor are essential for completing the story. A map!
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad.
Why is everything lying
Shows
around?
a path to the library through the servants' passages.
So turn right just before the end of the hall. Like, if she made that 20 years ago, why is it just sitting there?
Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these. Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt. Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
Shall I have a little look around first? I'm already on free movement. Silly computer.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
Well, Atlas just isn't nice at all, is he?
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, you won't be boring your sword this time.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, there's a lot of
I've
reading.
been
Fucking
thinking
hell.
about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad? Did she ever say that she did? Maybe I'm just being silly, but will you tell me more about her the next time I'm home from school?
Look at that. Look at that.
Playing in here as a kid. It's been the first things to fix.
Right, let's not get distracted from the mission. Clock's ticking, that's a nice... a nice touch. Nothing in there. Yeah, I know.
Too dark. Going to need a flashlight.
Too dark indeed. Let's find a flashlight then. We're doing upstairs loot. Hey man, thank you. I get a bit sweary. My wife keeps telling me off. I'm a bit sweary. Never played this before.
Figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew. This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here? Someone has a sense of humor.
No, I never played it before. I'd never played Tomb Raider. My wife plays it. I've never got round to it. So I thought I'd be able to jump straight in, but you've got to complete the first 4 levels. Master key. So I had to do all that first.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see...
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What
Look at
about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
So good. Yeah, no.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
Yeah. After all, it is English that you speak.
Post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. Oh, but a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and... Oh, God! I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby.
I'm not big on reading
but
games.
It was Richard who
Not that I'm not
objected,
educated,
who
it's
gave
just
me my
I want to
atelier
play a
and
game. I don't want
studio.
to...
Without that support, I might still be painting boring
Games with
landscapes.
conversation wheels as well. Fucking hell.
Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I accept, even though I know it will break his heart.
My friends just flew over to Canada
asked me
to watch the Grand Prix.
My life for his.
I was very jealous.
Have, of course, in 1,000 small ways over the years, but he would never ask. The discussion can wait, and I will join him in Tibet. I won't cast a shadow over his find. I will be by his side in his triumph, as I know he will stand by my side, in time.
I don't know if I should just skip past those, Yeah, he did a big tour, he went to all the big cities. Oh man, more reading.
Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long, I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me. If it's worth fighting him for. I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London.
Oh, that's a hard question. So...
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
Flashlight. Woo! Favourites.
Should be able to explore the dark now.
Favourite VR game. Best VR game is different to favourite, I'd say. So best is, for atmosphere, is Resident Evil 7. Is it my favourite? I'm a massive coward. I don't know if you've watched any of those. I've done some compilation videos of that.
Not sure. I really need to
of my tears and screams
one of these days.
That's certainly one of the best. Wipeout, I was playing that earlier. That's magnificent. That made me jump then. Fucking controller just popped up underneath me. Oh. I've still not completed it. Yeah, I've still not completed it. I lost my nerve. I escaped the house.
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
Yeah, I escaped the house. Oh, let's have another read. Escaped the house, got to the... was it like a camper van or whatever? Outside. And then I lost my nerve a bit and I haven't gone back to it. Same with Paranormal Activity, I've not completed that. I certainly will go back to it. I just played, I don't know if you saw, I just played Here They Lie.
Lara, Since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic
Right,
behavior.
I'm going to start skipping these because they're going a bit long.
Some kind of
So,
psychological trauma.
pause the game now if you want to read that bit.
For help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear.
And pause it now if you'd like to read that bit.
Evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's so weird. What I do, because I've got a we've got a 10-month-old son, so I don't get to play much. It seems like I play loads, because what I do, I stream on a Saturday morning over here. What time is it now? It's 3:30 in the afternoon here. Stream on a Saturday, and then
stay out of there, darling.
Where's the?
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing.
That's that way. Yeah, stream on a Saturday, and then I edit that down into like 10, 20, 30-minute videos, and I take the live stream off of the channel. Well, I put it as unlisted. What's that? Crank. Oh, thank you. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, and then I just edit it down and release them throughout the week.
The news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name
Mum
will
was
be as
engaged
ruined
to
as
somebody
this man
else.
you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay.
Well, it's if you've got Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I think's really cheap. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but there's tiny little dust particles falling down, which is quite a nice touch. Yeah, if you've got Rise of the Tomb Raider... Fucking hell, what was that? I literally kicked the bucket. Yeah, if you've got Rise of the Tomb Raider... Sorry, I get distracted really easily when I'm scared.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my
it's
uncle
free.
have this place.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colours.
Right, if you want to read this,
these last few months in
pause
Egypt
now.
have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Well, that reminds me of Resident Evil. What's the bet in this door's going to be fucking locked? Yeah, brilliant. Well, I don't know how... This is the first time I played it. It might only be 20 minutes long. Hey, this is a massive spoiler for you then if you're thinking of getting it. Oh, did you see that rat? I've realised when streaming VR, so the bottom of my peripheral vision, I can see right there. I can see the piece of paper, which is there. But I've learned I've got to look down further, like move my head rather, because where it's so immersive, I'm moving instead of like me head still, just moving my eyes left, right, up and down. You can't see that on the screen.
I know we have had
makes
our
sense.
differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times...
Yeah, so motion sickness with the VR. Fucking hell, it's unnecessary. What was that? I hope they're shooting in it. Was that lightning or
Still just as creepy as I remember.
cars, do you think? Nice. A bit of puzzling. Yeah, motion sickness passes.
My lord,
You little
I
bits
hope
at a
this
time. You
visit
you
finds
get
you on a
used to it.
successful expedition
You kind of
and in
acclimatise
good
to it.
health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. Before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved.
My wife's... I never played the old Tomb Raider games. My wife told me about that. Locking the butler in the freezer.
Places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord.
Right.
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
Yeah, it really does pass. Walking games like this are will give you the most sickness. Fucking
I'm at
hell,
a
let's
crossroads
just
now.
give me a book to
Sort
read.
of cliche, but there's truth in it. 2 roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family, but also a man obsessed with...
Oh look, I wonder what this is.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the 2 of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
Yeah, walking games are the hardest to play. Because your brain knows you're not walking, but can see that you are walking. That makes sense?
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this
Is that a
board.
key in there?
Never could beat him.
No.
I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
I've noticed a distinct
But
lack
you
of
should know by
trophies.
now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Crowbar.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board. young
Thanks for
lady.
stopping by. I really
Mate.
do appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, don't forget the thumbs up. Ah. A little puzzle. See you later, buddy. Thank you. Good luck.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
I quite enjoy a nice Sancerre.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on!
Let's have an explore. Kind of slow. Big, isn't it?
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
Ah, nice little touch. So that's that route done. This is really quite good. Oh, there's a trap. Lol.
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise. Water damage from the main hall above.
Ah, that's where I was earlier. Didn't read that. Don't.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
No one's tied it up since you were a child. Oh, difficult to believe. Where's the crowbar then? I hope I haven't missed it.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long...
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Nice.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam.
Right, let's do a loop from the outside. We'll do a spiral in. You got there? Yeah. We'll do that last.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
So is that going to be a clue for the combination?
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material.
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
Where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that...
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
Dinosaur over there.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Well, I'm not going to remember that. I need a pen and paper, but I can't see because I've got a VR headset on. Lara's treasure, favourite painting, day of our wedding.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though. The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
Oh, dear.
Safe. Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Oh, nice.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers. Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But
Okay, pause
but
if you
this
want to
time,
read it.
The thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could...
Have some music.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful. It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Helmet. Long. Right, let's light the fire. Come on, baby. Light my fire. Oh, look. So, 21 out of 42 found. So that's pressing the touch pad. Have a look up there.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
This picture was taken in the library. 1820 additions to the main hall in progress.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back.
Takes
Those
me
were good
down.
times. The best times.
Country road. Still no crowbar.
Blank, except for the image of a key.
Put it over the fire.
I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
Alright, I got that. This looks like it can be pushed, doesn't it? No.
I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say. The master key. This should
Trophy.
get me into the West Wing.
Woo! Trophy! Woo!
Alright. This should open most rooms in the manor, including the Forbidden West Wing.
Okay, let's see where we are. So there's a door here.
I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
Alright. Alright, yeah. I've gone everywhere. Ah, what's this?
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
Next to William Blake. What am I missing? Master key. Can I open that box?
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number. But which one?
So 2 birds.
For God's sake, memorize the combination.
I've created...
There's documents in that.
remember this now. Each
Two
district
birds,
in
it's
ancient
5.
Egypt had a symbol and...
There should we go here?
Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
This is excellent.
Worse than I thought.
Well, that's dramatic music. Oh, fucking hell.
Okay, Lara, keep it together. We're starting to see things. Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
My lord, we all hope
Trophy.
your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school. From what I can gather...
Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young. Mum with me as a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small. Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods. And even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country...
There you go. Blocks of red.
Blocks of red. Dad's favorite painting. Maybe something about that painting will help me figure out the combination. This was always...
Not relics, it's documents. So,
Forgot.
I've created...
Where is it?
I remember this now.
What blocks
Each
of red?
district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols.
I can't see. 4. Can you see what?
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Well, I've got no idea then. Nothing's leaping out at me.
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
Can't light that fire. Let's go up here.
This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says here, Lara Croft plans to show her work in New York. I wonder what happened with that.
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a bit of drama, but all is well. She's a healthy, beautiful baby. I've never seen Richard so happy. I'm sure he'll be celebrating with his favorite whiskey tonight. It's calm and peaceful now. Just the gentle sound of the rain and the small, sleeping breaths of this.
So that's his favourite picture. But there's nothing you can do with it, and there's no hieroglyphics on it that I can see. Am I missing something? Castle.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always...
No idea. Massively irritating.
I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work.
That's the bedroom. I'm not sure what the relevance of the painting is.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me. Atlas will forever resent me. But I don't care anymore. I'm free of de Mornay obligations.
So 4 days before her birthday.
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told... I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous at Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking...
Dad may have discovered his secret to immortality without even knowing it. Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday.
So October what? 13th.
October 13th, Mum's birthday.
So October 9th.
Okay, back to the study to open that safe.
What? I haven't figured it out yet.
Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful. There's a date, October something. Damn, the number is faded.
9th.
Their anniversary was in October. But which day?
9th.
I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar. I can almost remember her.
The voice actor looks very bored.
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
Where'd she put that?
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
Atlas has done. How could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
Right, so October the 9th. 5 was the... hieroglyph. And then a red painting. Well, how's that?
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad. Okay, found all the clues. Let's see if I can figure this out. No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
Yeah, 5, 9, and then... Clues.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool.
5.
Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
So that's why I don't... 5, 4, 9? Let's try that. 5, 4...
That
you pricks! Trophy! Woo!
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept it safe.
Well, that's all that's in there.
No,
Alright.
that's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done. And I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate. A test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long.
Bring her back from the dead.
But I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now. And then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
Blimey.
Dad, what did you do?
We're going to see Zombie Mummy.
Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality.
A mummy.
Never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait.
I've not found everything, have I?
What's that? A blank page.
Invisible ink.
Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
Where's the fire? It seems like I've missed loads, but look. So, I don't know if anyone's watching. 13 relics and 12 documents. I seem to... Well, hang on, perhaps I haven't explored everywhere. Yeah, there were loads of boxes, weren't there? Well, I'm not going to do that yet, because I don't want it to be the end of the game.
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats. I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special. If you will forgive me the indulgence, your rapid...
Calibrate. There was loads, wasn't there? That was locked. I don't know where they were. quite homely. There was stuff that was locked. I'm sure there was. What's that? Stuff being locked. Is it down here? That locked.
One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria.
Right, so now I'm just doing cleanup. I don't want to use the last clue yet, just in case that's the end of the game and it ends without completing it. I'm sure there was some stuff that was locked. Maybe not. Oh yeah, there we go.
The Croft family crest.
Right, so nothing up here. Let's do one last recce in here. So we can cancel that off. Nothing in there. There's nothing in the bedroom. Okay. So that's that. So that's the upstairs and the west wing. Nothing in here. Nothing there. $12 was. Check downstairs. Because I've obviously missed something, haven't I?
Oh,
yes.
I'm going to win someday.
crowbar. That's what I needed. Where's a fucking crowbar? Where's the crowbar? So I need the crowbar for the cellar. Down there. Crowbar, crowbar, crowbar. Can a spade do? I like that you can hear the rotten wood warping. Where's the crowbar then? If I owned a crowbar, this is where I'd keep it. A metal spade would do, though, wouldn't it? Crowbar again. So there's 3 down there. For fuck's sake. So it's a crowbar. Nice. No crowbar there. Fuck it, should we just do it? Why have I got to be such a completionist? I'm just going around in circles.
A hidden message. What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
Yeah. So that? Like a little... Current objective. Crowbar would be nice.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
I forgot what the fucking picture was.
A hidden message.
So it's one, and then, so that.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Right? 1, 4, 2.
A hidden message.
So 1, 4, 2. Where do I put 1, 4, 2 in? I'm obviously not smart enough to do this, am I? Oh, someone at the door. reading. Yeah, yeah. What do you mean that one? Teleporting or walking. I'm doing it walking. I'm teleporting, so I'm not very good at it. I mean, teleporting is less specifically, I think. I didn't realise to do the VR thing, you've got to complete the first 4 levels of the game, so I can quickly do that. So I might just get back in it quickly. I'll only be 2 minutes. I'll just shut it down and I'll do the rest tomorrow. Sorry about that. My darling wife and child are home. What's this? What's this? Was that there before? Oh yeah, DJ Ramsey. Oh, now it's going to look like I've cheated. I swear to God I haven't. I told you this would happen, Caroline. No, I've just come across the answer to the thing that, that I was stuck on. Fuck's sake.
A hidden message.
Squiggle line.
I remember this now.
One.
Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol.
142.
That worked.
I swear to God I didn't look anything up then.
Damn, locked in. Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research
This is
safe?
brilliant. Yeah, 100% guarantee I did not cheat then. I swear to God. Oh, it looks like I cheated.
The renovations are proceeding in secret. The work crew Roth hired for the job have been paid handsomely to keep the details of the job out of the records.
Babe, one of these things, there's a lot of reading involved. One of them was a note from the butler saying that Lara, to her dad, saying that Lara's locked him in the fridge, in the freezer. That's what you told me about, wasn't
Missing
it?
page from the renovation plans. They didn't want anyone up.
Oh, is it like a big
My
thing?
love. It is silent.
Do you,
So
do you always read the
peacefully
stuff in the
silent
games?
now.
I'm
Even
not
after the
either.
madness.
Mum faced death alone. She was so brave. There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east. Our respite to the west.
See, the chili looks
Our
alright.
future is to the south. Our past is to the north.
Right, I'm back on the stream.
Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor?
Crowbar. Ooh.
Amazing. Even in here, Dad went out of his way to hide his findings. Might be able to
Crowbar.
use this to access other parts of the manor.
Get it up, yeah.
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets hidden in here.
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away like some...
This was part of a set of statues Dad found in China. He thought it was linked to the Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it someday.
Is that one of the games? The Temple of Xian in China.
It's over. I have done all that I could, and my Amelia is still cold and dead.
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere.
Ugh. Should I smash that? Yeah, it's DJRAMSAY. Can't go back that way, can I? Well, hopefully I can, Oh, I'm here. That's alright then.
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again?
So where were the others? Where were they? They were down in the basement, weren't they? Just a quicker route. There we go. No spoilers. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Lord Croft is resolved to seal the west wing of the manor. I try to talk sense into him, but he will not be swayed. And to make matters worse, I believe his experiences in Tibet have only further fueled the fire of his obsession. He's now up at all hours in his study, researching God knows what. And poor Lara, she is so confused.
So the main room. So I think that's everything. It's very easy to get lost, isn't it? Where's the Right. Right, yeah. I think that's everything with a crowbar. Sundial.
Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
This is too good. Come on, I think you'll really like this. I was looking down, I didn't see what that said. Fucking hell, look at that.
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
I expected a sort of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest.
Nice. Let's have a little wander.
My great-grandmother Rose, nicknamed the Golden Rose for her perfect reputation. I wonder what she would have thought of me.
Oh, lovely. I'll pick it up after the,
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
after the stream. Nice.
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy, my love. It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling. Remember me, with all my love, your mother.
Oh, that was nice. Well, that was that then.
What's this? A letter.
Trophy. Additional relics will become available in the manor when the main game has been completed. I've not even played the main game. I should have played this on your stream, Caroline. Now I'm going to have to...
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate are now null and void. Croft Manor and the remainder of your father's assets are now yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish. If there comes a time when you require assistance in managing the estate, I hope you will consider contacting me to retain my services. Sincerely, your uncle.
I've been so focused on defying my uncle.
Oh, she's had to tidy up.
Keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again.
Nice. Well, so I can't get the rest of the trophies. She's fixed the floor, look. Fix the ceiling. Fix the hole in the roof. Still a bit drippy. Well, that was excellent. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. What happened then? So when I've completed the game, so the further I get into the game, the more it's fixed up. Is that what happens? I'm guessing so. Oh, nice. Damn it, that means I've got to complete the game. There's enough hours in the day. So, right, I'm going to switch this off then. So I can't get, I'm guessing I can't get any relics now. I need to wait for the, for the completion. Yeah, that was excellent. Right, stay tuned for more. Yeah, let's have a look. So I've only got 4 relics and 1 document. It's a bit annoying that I've got to spend 10 hours on a game just to get those. Just to get a trophy. Oh well. Yeah, excellent. Thoroughly enjoyed that. No motion sickness either. Which is nice. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Oh, hang on.
Dad's Tibetan scroll. I remember he used to pore over this late into the night.
Three more relics. Premature with my... See if anything's changed in the crypt and then I'll turn it off. No, it's that way. No. Don't know what this is like. Yep, see you next time. Thanks for watching.